Hi guys, Julie the Oracle here. Today I'm doing a love reading. What's going on in your connection? Shall we start? Okay, so I pulled 6 tarot and I have a ton of Oracle for you. But I went ahead and pulled for time-saving purposes here, so I'm not rambling on for 3 hours. So what's going on in your connection? So the first thing I have the, whoops, that's enough already. I've got the 6 of Discs, and with this is my card of give and take, of reciprocation. So for some of you, in your cases, some of you, you've met somebody. It's kind of playing out as a story, actually. It's playing out as you met somebody that gives you, equal give and take. You give what you receive and vice versa. And you really, really have come to like this person. Look at the green in the background. That's your heart space. So you've come to really love this person. Some of you have fallen in love with them. They could be a friend. It doesn't have to be romantic. There's a lot of different ways this could go. But what I want to say is that you met someone that really just made you go, you absolutely find yourself drawn to them, and it's really refreshing to have somebody that you can openly talk to and get to know, and it's like your best friend. And what you give, you receive equally. You can't get any better than this right here. And then the Two of Cups, even better. With the Two of Cups, I'm drawn to the string. There's a story out there about a red string, or the red thread, or whatever it is called, that it attaches to people. It's almost given me soulmate vibes, and this can sometimes be considered a card of soulmates, or maybe twin flames, or divine counterparts. Second reading I've done tonight, I did one for TikTok, and I got the same thing. Different cards, but the same message. You've realized that this person is like a soul connection for you. And for some of you, I think for a lot of you, this is kind of turning romantic. You just felt like this person, I love how the blue is. This is someone that's easy to talk to. But, look how deep, it almost gets into a deep purple, which is more of your intuition color. So you have a deep knowing inside. You just know. You're experiencing this magnetism towards this person. You don't know why it's so strong. And when you're together, everything is wonderful. You feel so happy. But then when you separate, it just feels like you're being torn apart inside. I hope that resonates with some of you. I've felt that way about people myself, but very rarely. I think only one person has actually made me feel that way. And so I know that something was different about that person. You could have had past lives with this person. You had more than one. And there could be some reasoning. Maybe you signed a contract. If you believe in soul contracts, you might have agreed to come back and meet each other in this life too. It could be for soul work. It could be to be best friends or business partners or lovers. You could be here to work together to grow and learn and heal spiritually. So keep that in mind, because there's definitely something going on here with this. You've met somebody that is just like an equal partner to you. And the problem is that everything started out great, but then you've got the Hangman. So one or both of you is stuck. You're stuck. You're hung up on this, on each other in a way. It's like, is this too good to be true? And this, what I'm getting is that it kind of plays back to your histories. So one or both of you, it doesn't matter. You could have like a rough past, whether it's childhood trauma or relationship traumas. This is the first thing that comes to my mind when it comes to being hung up. It's like you meet anyone who has this situation here with the first 2 cards, that's guaranteed you're going to end up being with that person one way or another. They're going to be like your best friend, or they're going to be your life partner, or, it's just such a beautiful, beautiful relationship I see here. But then being hung up, it's like, why? And then it's the red, he's wearing red, but it's not on the ground. Obviously he's in his feelings with the green trees, that's the heart space, and the blue representing the throat chakra, and the purple is the knowing up by his head. And he's got a crown of white around him. White is that crown, that is the claircognizance, that's the knowing. That's where you just like, somebody snapped their finger as a light bulb came on, aha, You just know, like, oh, this person is very important to me. They're significant in my life, and to a soul level, to a spiritual level. So they definitely realize it. You or they or both of you know, whether you've discussed it or not. Here's my thing. I don't know if they've told you. Look at that. They're trying to push all their feelings down to their feet. So they're not wanting to feel it right now. They're like maybe because of they've been hurt in the past, or you've been hurt in the past, you've decided to just push those feelings down and not express them to this person, even though you really want to. There may be a lot of fear and anxiety and doubt and insecurities that are getting in your way. I've seen it happen time and time again. I've had my own. I've been hurt myself. And I could tell you, it is hard. It's hard to open up to somebody after somebody has pulled the rug out from underneath you. How many times has it happened? One too many for me. But it's hard. When someone new comes into your life, you're just like, oh, I don't know if I trust this. And unfortunately, you or your person is going through this right now where you're hung up on it. You're trying to find another perspective. You're trying to look at things, look at the bigger picture. You're trying to figure out, what's going on. Like, it's so wild. And so then you come down here to the Eight of Swords. Okay, well, this is your person blindfolded. They're refusing to see. They or you. And see the purple background? They know. They know. Spiritually, come on, this is intuition. It's psychic ability. And if you have psychic ability, everybody has intuition. We all have that gut instinct that tells us don't go down the dark alley after 11 p.m. because you don't know. Someone's down there waiting on you, and you just know it. And so you turn around, you go the other way. You stay in the public eye, and you get it home safely. That's just an example. But that intuition is always with you, and it also helps you be a good judge of character. So when you meet someone like this, you know how important they are to you, like right off the bat. Sometimes it takes a little while, but you realize pretty quickly, this person is not like the rest. And your person right now, you or your person, or both of you, and I say this because I've experienced it myself, you guys know. So just for example, like your person knows right now what's going on. They refuse to do anything about it. Look at them. They're tied up. They're feeling like they're tied up. They are all in their heads. There's so much anxiety there. There's worry. They're not sure about things, They're like, is this going to work out? Am I good enough? Am I worthy? Somebody has done a number on this person or you. And I'm sorry if you've gone through that. Don't let the people of your past dictate your future. I can't say it enough. I've been through some pretty bad things in my past. And I've come out unscathed better than others. But, I'm in therapy. I don't care who knows it. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful way to deal with things. And I've made a lot of progress in a year. And that's good because I've had some traumas. And I have not been treated well. I've been, I can honestly say I am a type of domestic violence survivor. I was with somebody who was very abusive to me. And even though it wasn't technically abusive. Well, it was abusive, but it wasn't physical. The threat was there, but luckily there was a long distance between us because of military, and I was able to get out. Thank goodness, right? But it doesn't mean it didn't affect me mentally and emotionally. It really did a number on me, and it didn't come without me, being traumatized in other ways. So having been a victim of a lot of things there. Yeah, you have to work through that. You can't let that, and I'm determined not to let that person that harmed me, they're not going to own me. They are not going to prevent me from loving someone else and from having a wonderful and emotionally fulfilling relationship with someone else in the future. I still want to have a life partner and I want to be married. I am fine with that. And I know that not everybody is going to be like that person, but I also know what red flags are now and I know what to look for. So if you see the red flags, yeah, those need to be addressed. If they're not addressed, run, okay? If they're not willing to address them, run. But I don't see that here. But basically, you learned a little bit about me today, but it's important. You have a knowing. I've had this knowing too. I still have this knowing about people in my life and their importance in it. Spiritually, psychically. I've seen glimpses of the future in my dreams, and I know what is supposed to happen, but is it fate? Is it free will? What will happen? Destiny? I don't know. Divine timing and patience. So many people hear that and they're like, oh, I don't want to hear that anymore. And in this case, this might be what's happening with you guys. I really feel like this connection here is a lot like, stuff that I've been through. And This Eight of Swords, they've blindfolded themselves and tied them up. They're not really, but look at them. There's nobody around them holding them. They could easily use those swords to break free of their binds, and they could take off the blindfold, but they choose not to. They're kind of sitting in their own suffering. That's the word. And they choose to stay in that suffering. And I understand that people get hurt, but hurt people hurt people. And so it's not doing them any good to stay here. If this is you, I definitely would recommend seeking help. I am not a medical person, mental health professional at all, but I highly recommend. And if you are experiencing traumas like this or have physical issues, please go see a doctor, or a mental health professional. There is nothing wrong with it. Get yourself the help. It's fine. You're going to come out so much better in the end. And if this is your person, they need to do the same. And Eight of Swords is about that. It's like being stuck. Same here. They're hung up on all these feelings. They obviously know that you are like the one for them. They know that you're important, that you're meant to be a part of their life long term. Unfortunately, they're blindfolded. They're keeping the blinders on. And it's sad. So what do they need to do? Well, we have the Six of Swords. They need to move out of these rough waters they're in. They need to move on with their life, but they need to heal. And the Six of Swords can be a healing card. However, that means, as in, how do they heal? Well, there's things they can do. There's practices they can do. I mean, therapy is a great way, but some people, there's a stigma against mental health help, and there shouldn't be. People should be, they should want to get help. Because this is going to take them out of rough waters, and it's going to take them to calmer waters. They're going to find that their life is more peaceful and that they can do more healing this way. If they do the healing, they're not going to be so stuck on this relationship anymore. They're going to realize that, hey, I'm healed. It's like, I'm not in these old patterns anymore where I feel like I don't deserve this or that I can't be happy. They're going to realize, like, wow, this person is wonderful for me. I should take that leap of faith, and I should express how I feel and see where this goes. They have to overcome their fears and their doubts. My mantra right now is love conquers all. So love conquers all. It really does. And you can only hope that love is going to conquer the fear. And, I love how this is Six of Swords, but it's giving me Wheel of Fortune vibes. So with this, it looks like a wheel. And Wheel of Fortune is kind of like your fate and your destiny. And maybe you coming into their life, I like how it's illuminated. There's like illumination. There's white around there too. It's like you might be an illuminator, which is, as I understand it, I am one as well. Is someone that whenever I come into somebody's life as a spiritual person, I tend to illuminate them. And that shows the shadow aspect of themselves. Also known as like all the things they really need to work on about themselves. I basically shine a light on people, and then they see like, I don't like this. You're lighting me up. It's like I put a spotlight on them, and they see their shadow. They see, wow, I have a lot of traumas I need to heal from, and I've got a lot of things I need to learn and I need to grow from and heal from, and they need to do the work. And so they really do have to do the work, and you can't help them with this. People have to do their own work. You can be supportive, you can love them, and you can cheer them on, but that's all you can do, and that's fine. Doing that will encourage them to move forward, hopefully. And some people, though, if you are in any kind of separation, or you have minimal contact in this case because they pulled away based on, these cards here, they pulled away because they're so worried and they don't know what to do. They have to arrive at a place with healing to a point where they are ready to be in your life like this again. Because it was almost too good to be true for them. You're a fantasy to them. It's like, wow. It almost reminds me of like a cheesy pickup line, like, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? So it's kind of like that. So someone got that. I know somebody's received that cheesy pickup line. You have to tell me. It's funny, there's angel wings right here too. But definitely, this last card, the Prince of Cups, this is the Page of Cups. There's your messenger. If this person, and I say if, because this isn't going to be for all of you. For some of you, this person doesn't have as deep-rooted issues. They're going to be able to overcome whatever their fears are. If the love conquers their fear, they're going to be able to come forward. You're going to find yourself back in harmony and alignment with them, and then they're going to come forward with this message of love. They're going to tell you, like, that they love you or they're interested in pursuing more. They will express themselves to you. However, for some of you, you're on the long road here. That Wheel of Fortune can talk about timing too. So, I see that Wheel of Fortune kind of like the ghost of it hiding in the background. So I think divine timing is in play. So some people are meant to go through a separation. I had a very similar reading on TikTok tonight that I was trying to post. And so it was the same thing. Sometimes you have to go through these separations because one or both of you have to do, you have to grow. You have to get to this healing place. And that means there's lessons to be learned. And those lessons are going to help you grow as a person and get to that place of healing where you can move forward in life. They can come back to you and be a lot more peaceful and calm. And then they can bring you that message of, love. Because this isn't even the offer. This is just them expressing how they feel to you. The rest is up to you. If they come back and express and you're like, yes, this is what I wanted, then reciprocate. You go back to reciprocating just like you did in the beginning, and the cycle will go back, and then you'll have this, and you don't have to worry about that. They may still have worries and stuff, especially if they weren't treated correctly. Anybody who hasn't been loved correctly is going to worry. They're going to have issues, and helping, they've got to work through that, but you can help them by being patient and understanding and just being solid for them. Some people have fears of abandonment. Don't abandon them. Just be like, I'm going to be here for you no matter what. Just be that person that they need you to be, that you were. Just be yourself, because whatever it is that attracted them, you're still very much that. So I'm hoping that this resonated with most of you. But now we have the cards, and I've got a ton of these. So I've got Oracle, and then I have some channeled love messages that I want to share with you guys, and I really hope you'll let me know in the comments if it resonates. So this is from the Secret Language of Color cards. So this is purple. Purple, developmental clarity. It's number 39. So that reduces to 12, which reduces to 3. So if the number 3 or 12 are important to you, keep that in mind. Those could be, if you're into numerology, take it as you will. So purple, I love purple. This is my favorite color. This is, purple can represent spirituality and royalty. For me, it's like spiritual royalty, and combined, it's like the best color ever. You can disagree with me if you want. And the inner part is pink. It's beautiful. But, it's telling you to develop mental clarity. So purple can also represent that intuition, that third eye aspect up here, that knowing that you have. You might get images or things and be like, wow, that's kind of accurate. So when you have that knowing, that's it. So this, whatever it is, it's like, trust in what you're seeing, what you're getting, and especially if you are intuitive and you're getting psychic messages. If you're seeing synchronicities or having serendipity, symbolism, anything, just pay attention to the signs and they're going to lead you in the right direction. Pay attention to your intuition. Always follow it. Between your intuition and your heart, it can't lead you wrong. And you're going to have that clarity you need by following it. So trust in that. Oh, and this one. Okay, this one's a little longer. This is a Kuan Yin oracle card. Kuan Yin is like a divine feminine, but for those watching, this can be for any gender that you choose to identify as. It doesn't matter. We all have divine, masculine, and feminine within us. And so this doesn't have to be for women. It can be for men or women. It doesn't matter. Whoever you are, whatever you identify as, fluid, anything, this is for you. So it's called Empress of the Pearl. It says, you have an inner gift of great value, born of struggle, adversity, and challenge. In wisdom, you know that suffering can lead to growth. Provided you are willing to search for a way to heal through it, seeing challenges as ways to expand your spiritual light empowers you to focus on your growing light, rather than getting caught up in suffering. So take that as the message. I think that's a lot about learning to grow and learning to heal so you're not stuck in suffering. Don't get left behind. Keep growing spiritually, because it's only, you can only hit rock bottom once. After that, it's up, up, and away. Just gonna say. Not even trying to rhyme there. But expand your spiritual light. Definitely. I know a lot of you may be doing that right now. This is your angel guide oracle. Funny. What does it say? Do the work. Do the work. That's what he says. You know, and he's referring to his heart. You know, work on your heart. If you have a heart blockage or they have a heart blockage, that's what's preventing them from wanting, you know, they've had this amazing experience with you, but now they're scared to go forward because they're scared because they have to open their heart and they are worried that they're going to get hurt. Even if you reassure them, it's no guarantee. It's no guarantee. And some people refuse to change and they just drag their feet kicking and screaming. You know, and it's sad because they may end up in the same cycle and pattern of meeting great people and just never going anywhere with it. And I know that half of these people out here, even with a heart blockage, we all desire love. We all desire at some point to have some type of, you know, family or a life partner or, you know, however it is you see your happiness. Everybody wants to find it in some way. So hopefully people will learn to do the work. I do think that the universe and will come down and be like, okay, time's up. We gave you a chance to do it. If you're not going to do it, we're going to make you do it. And they'll make you face it at some point. Because, you know, you can't move forward without it. And, okay, here I have the Ascendant Oracle here. And this is nature. Nature. It's a weird looking card, isn't it? It's like a big fat crystal with angel wings. And it's got like a crescent moon that's glowing on it. There's a lot going on. And there's all these eyes in here. I kind of feel like, and the one eye looks a little bit different than the other ones, but I just feel like the card that's what it said to me when I pulled this card, like it said, it isn't really about nature necessarily, unless some of you, it might resonate that you love crystals, you love nature, being out in nature, you have a love of birds, because I noticed there's like wings and birds in here. Some of you might like boating too. You like to be on the seas, boating, fishing, something like that. And some of you may like to go out and drink the Two of Cups. I don't know if that's right, but you might like to do wine tastings or something. I don't know why that's coming up to me, but we'll just see if that fits for some of you. But what I get from this overall, let things unfold naturally. That's what's coming to me with this card right here. So this, again, it goes back to divine timing. Let things unfold naturally. You can't force it. If you try to force it, it's going to delay it even more. I hate to say it because I am not the most patient person on the earth, but that's just the way it is. And I've had to learn my lesson on patience too. So I'm right there with you guys. I promise. But just, you know, wait it out, see what happens. Don't stop your life. Keep moving on. You know, focus on you. Focus on you. Hang out with your friends, your family, whatever it is that you like to do. Do your hobbies. Go do some artwork. You know, have fun. Just get readings. You can follow all these readings on TikTok too. I found some comfort in it myself at times. So there's some wonderful readers out there too. I'm happy to give a shout out to some of them too. I tend to watch like Indigo Starfire or Live Tarot. I like Steve's Love Tarot. He reads the energies and it's funny. He's a funny guy. And oh my gosh, there's so many more. There's so many more I'm trying to remember right off the bat. I know that there's more and I'm trying to remember who all they were. What is her name? I think it's Bees Honey too. I love her. I absolutely love her. Her readings are spot on. So now I've done my shout outs. This next one is a Starseed Oracle. So where are my Starseeds at? Those of you identifying, you know, as having past lives of ETs and things like that. If you're open to that kind of thing, I am. I believe in it. I've had dreams. I can go all the way back to childhood with certain things. Doesn't mean I was abducted or anything. It just means that I definitely feel like there's no place like home and Earth isn't my original home. But I know some of you will understand what I'm saying there. So this is the Starseed Oracle, and this one says, Lost Lands, Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. This tells me that this definitely has a vibe of, you know, you meeting this person, them being a soul connection. If you've done this before, this is somebody from a past life. This could be a past life soul connection for you. And you've agreed to meet, and now you're coming into the meat of your contract, if you will, where you've met this person, and now it's time to do the work. You have to separate to do the work, or they have to do the work, and then you can come back together in alignment. But right now, everything's off balance. It's out of alignment. It's not ready because they've they've got some work to do, and they're realizing that. Meeting you as an illuminator has shown them that they have the work to do. And any other person, they were able to kind of skirt around it and not deal with it, but they've got to deal with it. So keep that in mind. But if you were wondering, take this confirmation right here. You've done this before, soul memories and gifts, and you're probably pretty intuitive too. Or they might be as well, or both of you. Okay. And this last oracle, well, I've got several more, but the last main one is Moonology. And this one, I love this one. Don't give up, because this one says fixed moon, and it says hold your vision. Hold your vision. And I have seen that message, so it might be for me too. So hold on to that vision that you had. If you've been given information, upload, download, whatever you want to call it, your ears have been ringing a lot, like your guides and angels have been trying to speak to you. They're trying to tell you to hang on. Like I said, focus on you, have fun with your friends and family, wait it out. This person has to do the work, and you can be there for them in a supportive capacity, but hold the vision. For some of you, you don't have to give up, because this person is going to come around. I can't guarantee that for everybody watching, and I'm sorry. I can't even guarantee it for myself. But for some of you, this person is going to do the work. They may already be trying to do the work. You may have set off something. You may be a catalyst for them and triggered them to do the work so that they can come back to you and bring you that expression of love. So they want to come back and tell you everything. So hold your vision. All right, we have 2 romance angel oracle cards here. And I love these. The first one, this is some advice. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. There you go. So take that as confirmation as well. That magnetic attraction that you have goes back to this whole soulmate, the idea that we were talking about. Soulmate or twin flame or divine counterpart, whatever you may think it is. You can go look up the differences if you want to Google it, by all means. Find some books on it, anything you want. And then the second one, okay, this is more confirmation. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Feel free to look up the affirmations, all right? Look up that information if you want to call in your soulmate. This helps you in, you can just put that information out there and try to manifest this to happen if you wish, but they still have free will. Keep that in mind. And then I have 2 hidden oracle cards. The Hidden Truth Oracle says, this is from your person. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. And then, I love you unconditionally. And that spiritual lesson goes back, again, it's just reiterating what we've talked about, that they have lessons that they need to learn so they can heal. And so, their higher self is saying that they're grateful for the lesson, that you definitely had an impact on them in a positive way. And even though it seems rough right now, they know what they've got to do. So it's up to them. And this is sweet. I love you unconditionally. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so now I made this deck myself as channel love messages from your person. So if it resonates, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know. Please let me know in the comments, though, if it resonates. And this one says, from your person, I am struggling right now. And one person says, I fear we are drifting apart. That goes back to that 8 of Swords energy, all those worries and fears and doubts. So they're afraid of losing you for sure. But they know what they have to do. Someone says, I want to marry you. I love that. And then, let's see. I'm going to move this around over here. We got room to spread it out. And then this one says, I don't want to be separated from you. That's sweet. So if you are separated right now, somebody doesn't like it, but they know that it's spiritual. It's a spiritual separation and it's necessary. But if they don't want it, then they know what they got to do to get back to you. Another one says, I need you by my side. I like that one. And this last message says, I'll always love you. Right under the I love you unconditionally. That is so sweet. Hi. I'm so glad I can give you these messages. I hope it resonated. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and until next time, And hope if you have any ideas for me, I am willing to try. Oops, I'm hitting the camera there. But I'm willing to take on a challenge. If you'd like to suggest a reading for me, I am more than open to it. So let me know what you think. Give me your ideas. And let me know if any of this made sense to you. If it applies to your life, I would love to know. I love getting validation and confirmation because it's such a big general reading. I never know. So I try to go in different avenues because I know it can mean different things to different people. So hopefully it was good for you. But until next time, guys, have a great week.